Hi guys, welcome to Palace of the Core. My name is Stephen Dawes. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continuing support of this channel. So we had the game against Liverpool, and as of recording of this video, we've just had the party on the pitch, which I'm unfortunately wasn't able to go to. So if you did go to that, let me know what you thought. If you thought it was a good event, if you thought the little parade they did around, I think it was down Whitehorse Lane, if you saw that, or if you're part of that, let me know what you think of that as well. That would be great to hear. So anyway, we had this game against Liverpool, the final game of the season. We got a lovely guard of honour from Liverpool for winning the FA Cup. I really did like that. That was a nice little touch from them, and we of course gave them a guard of honour as the winners of the Premier League. In terms of the game, I wasn't entirely sure, because I thought although Liverpool are a very good team and it's a very tough opponent, it's the last game of the season for both clubs, and is there really anything? There was not really a huge amount to fight for. I mean, I know Palace want to get as many points as possible, but there isn't really a huge amount to fight for, so I felt it might be one of those games that kind of lacks a bit something. And certainly I think that's what Oliver Glasner thought, because after the game he was quite annoyed. Well, I say annoyed, he wasn't very happy with the way the team performed, and he felt that they could have done a lot better, and that they didn't really give 100%, which is what he expects in every single game. So he wasn't very pleased. And I have to say, I didn't necessarily think we were that bad. I think that we certainly got the goal very early on after about 10 minutes. Ismaila Sarr got in and put a lovely little shot past Alisson into the back of the net, and I thought it was a lovely little goal. And I felt that our passing wasn't too bad. I mean, yes, okay, there were times when our passing was pretty woeful, but most of the time our passing wasn't too bad. Kamada made some good passes, and I felt that we were trying to work the ball around Liverpool. Liverpool did have a lot of possession, they had a lot of shots on goal, and obviously Henderson had to make a number of good saves to keep it at 1-0. But I felt as though we weren't perhaps at the top of our game, we weren't perhaps at 100%. But then, our final game of the season, I guess it may be difficult to raise the what's needed, before you get your holidays, or as some of them are going off on international duties. So I guess it was probably a little bit difficult to raise their game. But I felt that it wasn't a particularly bad game for us. I felt that we did play well. There were, of course, lots of times we tried to get the ball up to Mateta, which I think he was having a bit of a tussle with Van Dijk, and I think Van Dijk pretty much got the best of him most of the time. He wasn't able to get a huge amount up front, although he did have a shot on goal which was disallowed for offside. But yeah, so I think that we weren't necessarily creating clear-cut chances, but we were creating things going forward, and we were trying to get to them on the break, as is one of our main plans usually. In return, I think that Liverpool did have us penned back at certain points of the game. We did have a couple of chances where Liverpool could have equalised, and unfortunately it was fortunately for us, I should say, it was Henderson and some good defending that stopped it from happening. So at the break it went in at 1-0, and I felt that we were under a little bit of pressure, but not necessarily the worst we've ever experienced, so I felt that we could possibly hold out for it. Second half again was pretty much the same. It was a bit ebb and flowing, perhaps mainly again in Liverpool's favour, as they were trying to press us on equalising, and sadly for us they did manage to equalise very late on in the game, which was a shame. But at the same time, it was one of those goals. It was a deflection, so there wasn't really a huge amount that Henderson could have done about it. And I think that 1-1 probably was a fair result at the end of the day. I felt that we didn't, perhaps, although we had some clear-cut chances, I'm not sure we did enough to win it. But then again, I don't think necessarily Liverpool did enough to win it either. So I think a 1-1 draw is probably a fair result. Last game of the season, I would certainly be happy to take that. And now we can concentrate on the end of the season and everything that goes along with it. There was announcements of the players Player of the Year, which was Daniel Munoz, which was great to see him getting the recognition for that. Also, the Player of the Year was also Daniel Munoz. He got that as well. So that was a nice little thing for him to get 2 of those awards, and I think probably on the strength of it, a good shout, because he has been one of our outstanding players for the season, along with a lot of other players. But I think that he did have some outstanding games for us. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good shout for me. Sorry, that's my daughter screaming in the background for playing her games. So yeah, so I thought it wasn't a particularly bad game. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you thought of the game. Did you feel that we did enough to win it, or do you think that 1-1 was probably a fair result? I'm going to be doing a video a little bit later, the next day or two, with my kind of roundup of the season, or how I think the season went, and how I feel the summer is going to go. So please don't forget to subscribe for the channel, so that we can push it further and let it get seen by more Palace fans along on YouTube. And you can tell this is the final video of the season for me, because I'm fluffing my words and everything. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this season. I really have appreciated your support. It's been great to see some of you as well out and about, and I really hope that next season will be as good, if not better, for Palace. And that's going to be saying something, but anyway, hopefully it will be good. Let me know down in the comment section what you thought, as always, and I will see you next time.